Hello everyone and welcome to Cloud Wars Minute, our daily news and commentary show where if you give us a few minutes, we'll give you some unique insights into the greatest growth market the world has ever known. Clearly over at Oracle in their Q1, which was released yesterday, they showed a lot of growth. But I think there were also, along with the big numbers, there was some big hype relating to Google Cloud and the rankings and, who's above who and all that. So let's take a look at some of what's going on here. First, some of the big numbers, no question. Both Larry Ellison and CEO Safra Catz said the company is now on a $10 billion annualized run rate for its cloud business. So about $2.5 billion revenue for the quarter ended August 31st. So very nice achievement there. Fusion ERP growth rate up 30%, very nice. It's down fairly significantly from last quarter, but that was Q4 for Oracle, and they always blow out those numbers there. So it's still pretty nice, their Fusion ERP. And they said that their infrastructure cloud services were in the range of the mid-30s. So I'd say, somewhere about 35%. All good stuff. But at the same time, Larry Ellison made a big point in a few cases of talking about how now that Oracle has surpassed Google Cloud in the overall cloud infrastructure market. That was based on the results of a Gartner report that looked at fairly narrowly at which of the cloud vendors are doing the best job at integrating their infrastructure and platform solutions. So clearly an important category, an important achievement, and in that, as we talked about a few days ago, Oracle scored higher than Google Cloud. So that was for how well these different tech vendors are integrating infrastructure and platform. It was not saying which one is the top overall in those categories. But Larry Ellison was insisting that now this report says that Oracle is now third behind Amazon, Microsoft, then Oracle, then Google. I don't think that's the case. I think that Larry is interpreting things his own way, which is certainly his right, but I think with some analysis put onto this, that's not quite the case. Let's look at a couple things. So a $10 billion annualized run rate for Oracle. That's terrific. They're growing nicely, both in their applications and infrastructure. But for the 3 months ended June 30th, Google Cloud reported revenue of $4.63 billion, so almost twice as high as Oracle. But Google Cloud's growth rate was 54%, much higher than what that Oracle reported for either its apps business or its infrastructure business. So I think that Mr. Ellison here is stretching the story a little bit to suit his needs. That's okay. I just think we all need to be aware of that. The big thing, as I've said before, I think it's great that Oracle is challenging some of the big cloud providers here. It's going to make them better. It's going to drive more competition. It's going to drive better value for customers, and that is a great thing in the cloud wars. Thanks for being with us. I hope you have a fantastic day.